What's up, everybody? Today I have some Killzone gameplay, and I want to talk about the problems I think shooters have had over the last few years. So, do you remember the last shooter you ever saw or you ever played that was actually competitive? Because I probably don't. Like, 99.9% of all shooters that are out today are either extremely casual or new friendly. Like, I think Killzone is one of the very few shooters out there that isn't too new friendly. Like, it's one of the very few shooters out there that I actually thoroughly enjoy even to this day. But there still are a few things about the game that I don't really like, such as being able to unlock all, like being able to use any of the guns right from the beginning. Like, you don't have to unlock any of them. That to me is kind of casual. Like, I remember the old days where games used to be like extremely competitive. There was no kill streaks, no like cheap moves, no seeing through the walls, no nothing. It was just you find the enemy, you shoot them. That's it. Now it's all like super easy, and I think the one thing that has to contribute to all of this is Call of Duty. Like, we all know how bad Call of Duty is, but like the fact that it has had on other games is just insane. But thankfully, like, Call of Duty has now been on a dip. Like, as we all know, COD Ghosts got the worst review out of all like Call of Duty games to date, which is definitely a good thing. Like, never in my life have I ever thought that Call of Duty was actually gonna start to die, and this is like a dream come true. But even if it does die eventually in a few years, it's still a huge problem because other developers see what Activision and Treyarch and Infinity Ward are doing and try to make their games more casual and new friendly. Like, examples of games that have been damaged by this is Uncharted. Like, I know it isn't really a first person shooter, but like, if you look at the multiplayer in Uncharted 2 and then the multiplayer in Uncharted 3, there's a huge difference. Like, Uncharted 2 multiplayer was more bare bones and everything. Uncharted 3 was had a lot more in depth game modes and stuff, but at the same time it was more new friendly. Like, there was kill streaks or kickbacks or whatever, and that's just one of the games that I think has been affected by Call of Duty. But I just don't understand, like, even to this day, how I don't understand how people play Call of Duty at all. Like, it has no innovation whatsoever. Every year it's the same garbage, like, reiterated over and over and over again, and it just makes me sick. Like, the last time I played COD, I can remember it. It was just horrible. I couldn't play any shooter ever again. I just felt nauseous. But thankfully I've been able to recover, and I've been able to enjoy shooters that actually deserve, actually are worth playing, such as Killzone. But even still, like, shooters haven't been the same since games like SOCOM. Like, those are the good old days where games actually used to be competitive and actually needed you to work hard and think instead of having all these cheap abilities and stuff. But because so many people play Call of Duty and buy it every single year, obviously games like SOCOM that actually are good and worth playing, they're gonna die out because nobody's buying them, which is a big problem that needs to be fixed. But honestly, I don't understand how people play Call of Duty at all. Like, I know less people are playing it now, but still, like, I had a friend who there was this promotion at Best Buy or Future Shop or whatever, and it was this deal where you can trade in any game at all, and they would you can get your choice of Battlefield 4, Assassin's Creed, or COD Ghosts, and he chose to get COD Ghosts, obviously, and he even said it was the worst game he ever played, and even though he got it for basically free, it was still not worth it, and that's really sad. But I still find it pretty crazy how it takes people this long to figure out how bad a video game is. Like, I don't know how many years Call of Duty has been out, but it takes that long for someone to realize that it's one of the worst games ever. And don't get me wrong, it's not like COD was always such a bad game. Like, I remember I used to actually enjoy COD, but the last game in the series that I actually enjoyed was probably World at War. After that, it just went downhill. Maybe Black Ops was okay, Black Ops 1, but definitely after that, it was horrible. Like, after seeing Modern Warfare 3, I thought everybody was going to hate it, but surprisingly, that wasn't enough. So it's good to see that Ghosts finally has that power to turn away people from the series, which is something that I've been wanting to happen for a long time. But let's just all hope and pray for there to be another game this generation that is at least somewhat comparable to the old competitive titles that we all used to know and love. But you know, maybe there'll be one day where a game comes out that can finally revive the whole FPS genre and just give it an overall breath of fresh air. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Peace.